Hi, I'm Anastasia. This is a gentle flow yoga practice designed for the safety of those who are pregnant. I myself am 37 weeks right now. So the things we do to keep the general pregnant population safe are not doing deep twists, not lying flat on the belly, and not lying on the back. So I won't be doing these things, and I'll be making some other accommodations to create space for my baby. Now, this does not mean that this practice is exclusive to those who are pregnant. People who are not pregnant can definitely benefit from this practice, and I encourage you to do whatever you need to do to make this practice work for you. If you need to twist more deeply, you can come all the way down to your belly or lie flat on your back. I welcome you to do that. Safety first always, and always check with your healthcare provider before you start this practice or any other exercise program. Today we're going to focus on spine mobility. So our spine moves in 4 directions. It laterally flexes, so lateral flexion, side bending. It twists, rotation. It extends, so moving backward, back extensions, and flexes forward. So we're going to take all those ranges of motion in different ways today for the health of your spine. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. It does not have to be cross-legged, but it can be. Sit up nice and tall. Stack one vertebra on top of the other. Crown of your head reaching up to the sky. Give your shoulders a big roll up to your ears and down and back. Nice open space in your chest to receive your breath. You're welcome to lean slightly backward and get the sensation of being up so tall it's like your back is against a wall. You're welcome to close your eyes or soften your gaze as you begin to move your breath in and out your nose only. Long, slow inhales, filling up the chest cavity and abdomen completely with air. And full exhales, pushing out every drop of that breath. With your next few inhales, take a little inventory of your body, noting how all the different parts of it are feeling today. If any part of it is in need of some extra care or attention, just make a mental note of it so that you can do so throughout our practice. With your next few exhales, let go of your day. Anything you've already done, whatever you have left to do, anything troubling your mind or your spirit, just drifting away. With your body and mind connected in this space, please silently set an intention for your practice. It could be something physical, like developing better strength and flexibility in your spine, or something mental like finding peace. Set yours silently now. Maintain this nasal breath throughout our practice. And you're welcome to have your eyes closed at any time. Just be aware that this affects your balance. Keeping the shoulders down and back in your comfortable seat. Drop your chin toward your chest. Roll your right ear toward your right shoulder. And continue in this slow circle. Thinking about lengthening those vertebrae. rather than crunching them down. Once the chin reaches the chest again, reverse direction. Pause with your chin at your chest and taking big breaths. We inhale, open the arms. Exhale, rounding like you're giving a great big hug. Follow your breath. Know that we never have to move in unison. We never have to use the same ranges of motion. Getting a little extension and flexion of the spine here. Next inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, flex the wrists, nod the chin, press those hands away. Follow your breath. Your next cycle of breath, find neutral spine. We're going to bring our feet out in front of us, soles of feet together, heels pretty far from the groin in a kite pose. So the shape of a kite or the shape of a diamond. And take all of our ranges of motion here for the spine in a few different positions. Let's inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend, keeping those sitting bones grounded. We reach up and over. You can gaze wherever you want. Next inhale, we lift up. Exhale, side bend. Next inhale, lift. We exhale, twist. Now, if it's safe for you, you can reach across to that opposite knee or thigh for leverage. I'm going to stay on the same one so that I'm keeping the belly open. I'm not restricting any blood flow there. Shoulders down from those earlobes. Next inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Every inhale, sitting up taller. Every exhale, twisting a little more. Inhale, lift. Taking a little back extension. Hands come behind you, fingers look at your butt. Press your chest up, and you're welcome to drop your head back if that feels good. Lift up slowly. Let's inhale, lift again. And some flexion now. We fold over, forehead moving toward the insteps of your feet. Now it's a little hard for me to round over right now. You're welcome to do that. I'm keeping a little more of a straight spine here, just for the comfort of my belly. Do what you need to do. You can really pull to draw your head downward. And let's lift up. And let's change positions. Now you can come to legs straight forward and together. I'm going to take a little separation here, again, to create some space for the belly. Let's take an inhale to lift. Exhale to side bend. Hips grounded. Gaze where you want. Next, inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. And inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Reaching across if you need to. And inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands come behind. Maybe we bend the knees to raise up into a tabletop. You can also stay seated. You're welcome to look up, forward, drop the head back, whatever feels good. Inhale and exhale, release. Let's go ahead and take those legs very wide now. As wide as what works for you. So wide leg position. It may not be as wide for you. It could be wider. It's completely up to your body, how it feels today. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. That arm drops inside the leg and we reach up and over. This may be a little more intense in this position. Next, inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend, reaching inside that leg. Trying to keep that armpit shining up toward the ceiling. And inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Maybe you can even reach center here. You could reach across if that's safe for you. Not as intense of a twist here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And we'll take our extension. Those hands can just come behind you as you lean back. We can come into that tabletop again, or we can lengthen those legs for upward facing plank. Inhale and exhale, lift into whatever position works for you. You're welcome to drop your head back. Inhale and exhale, release. So our second time through, I forgot our flexion. With that V, we'll take this flexion first. Small V or legs all the way together. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. If it works, you can hook those big toes with your peace fingers. Again, I'm not rounding forward a lot here, but you're welcome to. Imagine that the top of your head is going to shoot beyond your toes. Inhale and exhale, release, and we'll do our wide leg position now. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold, taking it where you need to. Lengthening forward and downward. Breathing into any tight places. Inhale and exhale, walk it up. Let's go ahead and move on to our hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of the feet relaxed on your mat. If the wrists are too uncomfortable, you can come onto your fists and that could feel a little better. Inhaling and exhaling through cat-cow. Inhale, face and hips lift, belly drops. Exhale to round, drawing the navel up and in. Follow your breath. Using that flexion and extension. Find neutral spine. Spread your fingers, index fingers forward. Tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Pressing your chest back towards your thighs, look through your legs. Feel free to pedal your feet or wiggle your hips. Now I've gone ahead and taken my feet quite a bit wider. If that's more comfortable for you, please go ahead. Drop to your knees. Take them as wide as you would like. Big toes together behind you, hips back toward your heels, forehead down. In child's pose. Child's pose isn't super comfortable for me right now, so feel free to take a rest that feels good for you. If it's child's pose, if it's sitting back on your heels, finding that Sukhasana, that easy pose, it's about finding a comfortable rest. So don't worry if child's pose doesn't feel comfortable for you. It doesn't for me right now either. But whatever that rest is, it's a good time to collect our breath, realign with our intention. Let's go ahead and find hands and knees again. This time we're going to take a little wiggle on all fours. So we've got a neutral spine. We're not arched or rounded, just nice and flat. Gaze beyond the fingertips. We're going to inhale, center. Exhale, a little lateral flexion or side bending as we bring that right hip and rib cage closer together and look toward the hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hip and rib cage as we look to the left. Follow your breath, inhaling to center and exhaling for the lateral flexion. After you feel adequately even, return to center. Spread your fingers wide, index fingers forward. Tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Again, pressing back, feeling free to pedal or wiggle. Walk your feet up to your hands. Again, I'm going to keep mine pretty wide. Yours can come closer together. And let's relax into our forward fold. Top of the head draws downward. Shake it yes and no. Make sure it's dangling heavy like a bowling ball from a string. Grasp your elbows if you'd like and rock or sway. Let go your elbows, soften your knees, and roll up slowly. You can support on those thighs if you need. Shoulders move up to your ears and down and back. In our mountain pose, Tadasana, abs and glutes are pulled in. Also a very convenient place to rest should you need it. As we move through some sun salutations, if it's safe for you, you're welcome to move all the way to your belly in Chaturanga. You're welcome to do whatever back bend works for you. And you're welcome to have your feet closer together. I'm going to start with mine pretty wide, just so I have space to fold. And with our sun salutation, we get a lot of that flexion and extension of the spine that's really wonderful for our back mobility. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, hands come down, walk, stepward, jump to your plank. You can move from your toes or your knees. Inhale at the top. Exhale, strong arms, Chaturanga, elbows move straight back. Inhaling into your back bend of choice. I'm going to stay in Cobra with my elbows a little soft, my thighs grounded. My shoulders away from my earlobes. Release down. You can come all the way down if that works. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. And again, we inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Knees or toes. Inhale at the top, strong core. Chaturanga, float down. Inhale into your back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Once more through our sun salutation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, float down. Toes or knees, coming all the way down if that works for you. Inhale, back bend. Sphinx, cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale. Let's find a child's pose. Child's pose or whatever feels comfortable to lengthen the spine and rest. Our sun salutations with the more vigorous, more rapid movement connected to our breath does get our heart rate up quite a bit more. So let's make sure the breath is moving in and out the nose. Realign with your intention. As we come through our next flow, we'll make sure that we're honoring the spine. Maybe it's enhanced flexibility and mobility at this point in our practice, but still always listening to where it needs to be. Let's find all fours. Let's tuck those toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale, big exhale, right foot steps forward. We're gonna get nice and long here so that we can Drop that back knee down, untuck the toe. Cushion your knee if you need to. Make sure that front ankle is underneath the knee. We walk it up to the thigh. We're gonna lift up, inhale, and exhale, side bend to the right. Feel that greater opening in that back hip flexor. We lift up, inhale. Exhale, your left hand comes down, right hand to the thigh. Let's lift up onto that back toe, lifting the knee. And we're gonna open up to twist. Now this is not a twist that should really be in the way of the belly. So it should be safe. If it doesn't feel good, just stay in the low lunge. And maybe we open that arm up, rotated side angle. Gaze where it works for you. Float the arm down. Let's spin that back foot flat and we lift up to reverse warrior. Touch the back thigh, front palm looks back. Nice bend in that front knee, but it does not matter how bent it is. You can look back or look at that hand that's lifting up. Little back bend here. Lift your body, extend your leg, all 10 toes look forward, and we're gonna fold it over, wide leg, side bend, forward fold. Top of the head, drawing toward the mat. Grab on wherever it works for you. Relax that neck, maybe rock forward in those toes. Hands come down. Let's walk everything around to the front and step back to our downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale, big exhale, left foot steps forward, nice and long. Wiggle that back toe, drop the knee, cushion it if needed. Front ankle under the knee. We walk it up. You lift, inhale, exhale, side bend to the left. Gaze where you want. We lift up. Right hand comes down, left hand to that left thigh. Energize your back leg. We can stay here or open up. Rotated side angle, that's up to you. I'm stepping my foot wider. You can do that as well. Hand comes down. We spin that back foot flat, line up the front heel with that back instep. Reach those arms, pull tight, bend, reverse warrior. Gazing where it works for your neck. We lift up. We turn all those toes to face forward. And we wide leg fold. Grab on where you need. Maybe calves, ankles, toes, feet. Looking through and upward to lengthen not just the neck, but the entire spine. Imagining being fully inverted here. You are inverted. Hands come down. Let's walk everything forward. To step back to downward facing dog. And to find a rest in our child's pose, Balasana. Our easy pose, our Sukhasana. I'm just going to sit back. Maybe one hand on belly, one hand on heart. Reconnecting with your breath and your intention. As we move through these postures a second time, I want you to think about how your spine feels. Think about if it's more flexible, less flexible, maybe a little fatigued. But before we move there, we're going to take one deeper back bend, coming into camel pose, Ustrasana. We're going to come up to those knees. They can be wider than the feet. We'll start up on those toes. Hands to the hips, they can stay here, pressing forward. Maybe looking up or dropping the head back. Squeezing those glutes if it feels okay. Maybe we walk one hand down and then the other, pressing forward. We don't have to be here long. Let's walk it up one hand at a time. And we'll sit it back, rounding it over. Maybe grabbing those knees, tucking the chin, rounding the whole back. Ready to move through our vinyasa once more. Hands come down, tuck those toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale, big exhale, right foot forward. Nice long step, wiggling those back toes to get longer, dropping the knee, untucking the toe, cushioning if needed. Walking it up to lift. Inhale, exhale, side bend to your right, opening the left side body. Our lateral flexion of the spine. Lift up. Left hand comes down, right hand to the thigh. Lift up and energize that back leg, getting wider if needed. Opening the arm. Rotated side angle, if that feels okay. If it doesn't, stay here. And now let's lift up higher. Spin that back foot flat. Front heel in line with the back instep. Arms reach. Front palm flips. Reverse warrior. Gaze where it works for your neck. Bending energetically into that front knee, but it does not matter how low you are. Lift up. All 10 toes look forward. Inhale. Exhale, wide leg fold. Grab on where it works. Neck is long. Hips are lifted. Hands come down, we walk everything forward to step back to downward facing dog. Let's pause here for a moment, using it as a rest. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale, big exhale, left foot forward, nice and long. Wiggling those back toes, maybe dropping that knee and toe down, cushioning if needed. We walk it up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend, opening the right side body. Gaze where you want, lateral flexion of the spine. Let's lift. Float it down, left hand to thigh, right hand down. Energize that back leg. Now you can open up for rotated side angle or stay with a small rotation and hand on the thigh, whatever works for you. back foot spins, line up the front heel with back instep, and we come up, pulling tight, bending, reverse warrior, front hand flips. Gaze where you want. Lift up, all 10 toes look forward, and we hinge over, lengthening the entire spine, cervical to lumbar. Hands come down, we walk it forward, we step back to downward facing dog, and drop into our rest. Child's pose, Balasana, easy pose, Sukhasana, whatever works for you. Breath and intention. Breath and intention. One more camel pose, our Ustrasana. We come up onto our knees. Again, you can tuck those toes so you don't have to reach quite as far if you choose to reach for your heels. If you need more of a challenge, you can keep the tops of your feet flat. Hands to the glutes, fingers look down. Squeeze those glutes tight as you push the hips forward. Drop the head back, walking one at a time. If you are coming down, pressing forward, breathe, breathe, breathe. One hand at a time, walking up, lifting the head slowly. And let's sit back, rounding. Sit up, finding an easy pose again, just to help relax our neck. Drop the chin toward the chest, shoulders are down and back, right ear toward right shoulder. If you want, reaching those fingertips out to the side. If you want, hand to the side of the head. Gently turning the head to look toward the thigh. Release the head, roll the chin toward the chest. Lift your face, shoulders are back. Again, drop your chin. Left ear toward left shoulder. If you want, reaching those fingertips. If you want, hand to the side of the head. Very gently turning the head to look toward the thigh. Release your head. Roll your chin toward your chest. Fingers to the back of your head, the base of your skull, just creating a little more length here. And release. I'm going to guide us into and out of our Shavasana. Now, if you are like me at the moment and lying flat on the back is not safe for you, please don't. If it is safe, you're welcome to take a traditional Shavasana lying flat on the back. You can remain in an easy pose. I'm going to come down on my side. But again, I'll guide us into and out of our Shavasana. So let's come on down. Wherever we need to be to relax. If you're on your side, maybe you rest your head on your arm or cradle with an elbow. Wherever you are resting, just let your whole body melt into your mat. We let go of the breath, no longer concerned with whether it's moving in and out the nose only. With your eyes closed, your brow relaxes, your jaw relaxes, your tongue relaxes. Your mind drifts away to somewhere very, very peaceful. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly waking them up. Rock your head from side to side. And when you're ready, if you're not already there, roll onto either side into a fetal position. When you're ready, use your two strong arms to push you into a comfortable seated position. Does not have to be cross-legged, but it can be. Sit up tall. Feel strong because you are, particularly through your spine. Stronger, more mobile, more flexible, healthier. Remind yourself of your intention and thank yourself for working toward it. Let all the benefits of our practice go with you. Take a big inhale, lift up. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Anastasia. This was a prenatal focused flow, but it is beneficial for anyone who is safe to practice yoga generally. I hope you like and subscribe so you know when more videos are posted. Come back soon. Bring your friends and family. Have a beautiful day.